So in one day, counting this video, I have done seven videos. Woo! The Bourne Ultimatum. Continuing on my Jason Bourne franchise reviews, I have now gone to the third and the final film in the Matt Damon trilogy, and then the next film is, of course, Jeremy Renner. And so with this one, this technically was the last Jason Bourne movie, and it's the best one. Hands down, this is my favorite one. It's the most exhilarating one. It's the most charismatic one. It's the most action. This is the ultimate Bourne film. So let's get started, guys. Again, this review will contain minor spoilers. I will not go depth in spoiling it. I will spoil just a few little things, the things I liked and things I didn't like, but I'm going to say right now, there's not a lot of negatives at all. So pretty much this movie is actually set in the Bourne supremacy. Like, this movie picks up where he was gotten shot and chasing from the cops. And you know, at the very end of the second movie, he's on the phone with Pam, the Pam character, and he says to her, you're very close, but you look really tired. Maybe she can sleep. And she turns around, she looks outside because she now knows that he's watching him. That scene is in this movie, but it's toward the very end of this movie. So technically, in timeline sequences, this movie takes place in the Bourne supremacy, and it's just pretty much its own movie, pretty much. So basically, this movie is about Jason Bourne, who is now a vigilante. This new company, this organization from the last movie is going after him. He's a vigilante, and he's trying to go find what happened to him. Why is he Jason Bourne? What happened to Doug Weedman or something like that. That's his name. His real name is like Doug Weedman, whatever. And so he's going to go and find out what happened to him. What was his organization? And so he has to find this guy named Daniels, who is the assistant to this guy named Dr. Albert, who is the head of this organization. So he has to find Daniels before this organization gets them. And Joan Allen is back, and she's on the bad team. But in this movie, she starts to realize she's working with the bad people. And then towards the end of this movie, she starts helping Jason Bourne. And then Nikki's back, and we actually find out that Nikki and Jason Bourne, or Doug Weedman, whatever, Whitman or something like that, I forgot, sorry, that they actually had a relationship before he turned into Jason Bourne. You get the hint of that. That's what in the restaurant, they're talking to each other, and she says, "You really don't remember? It was hard when you turned, like when you in this organization." So it hints at they did have something with each other. And honestly, this movie is just action-packed. First things first, Matt Damon. In the first movie, Bourne Identity, he was a great character and a bad A. In the second movie, he's not the best character, but he's still a bad A and you still care for him. In this one, you got the great bad A character. You got the first movie, great characterization. In this one, he really, it just stands out. Matt Damon is perfect. I have not stressed that enough. He is perfect. No one can take his place as Jason Bourne, in my opinion. The girl who plays Nikki does a really good job. They walk off with each other really well. And they're friends through this movie. They're not like actual relationship. There's friends. He's really doing... This story began in the second movie. He's having revenge of Marie. And I love the scene in the beginning where he goes and visits her brother. And he says, "She died. And I'm going to take care of business." He's going to go kill these bastards. And it's just exciting and thrilling. I love the action scenes in this movie. The action scene where he goes into that little city, whatever, and like the buildings are squished together and he's jumping over rooftops. Such an exciting scene when he's trying to kill that assassin guy before he kills Nikki. It is amazing, especially when he kills Daniels and a car explodes. That was the first time in this whole trilogy someone twisted Jason Bourne. The whole time, he's a step further. And then this assassin guy, he tricks him and blows up Daniels, kills him, and almost kills Jason. It's like one of the coolest ones in the movie. Now, the first scene in this movie, it's so intense. It's so intense. There's this reporter guy who knows about Daniels, and Jason's trying to find out what he knows about this Daniels guy, and he's trying to lead this reporter through the crowd. It is one of the most intense, gripping scenes in this whole movie. When that camera sees him in the hallway, you're like, dang it, he almost got away. And he kills the reporter or whatever, and it's such an intense scene. But one of my favorite chase scenes ever in a movie, and when I was little, it was the coolest thing ever. The scene where the assassin, Edgar Ramirez, he's chasing Matt Damon, and he's in the cop car, and he gets caught on the railing, and then literally it's the coolest moment. Jason literally goes to the buckle, twists around, he holds on because he knows he's about to crash, and the car is like pushing like this, and it goes to the wall and went boop, and it just flips. And it's, when I was little, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen, especially the scene where he goes over the roof and lands on the cars. Like, again, these action scenes are great. Paul Greengrass, he directs one of the most best fight scenes I've ever seen. It's between him and the assassin who tries to blow him up. He fights him in this little room, and it is quick, fast. I love the scene where he puts the book on his face, and he just boom, boom, boom. And he gets in the shower, and he just chokes him out. Man, it's just so, it was the most intense fight scene I have probably ever seen on Whitney's These Eyes. Like, it is so intense. Like, I love that scene. But again, this all leads up to the final moment where Joan Allen actually helps Jason Bourne. She screws the organization up by sending the reports of like the termination. The CI is actually the headquarters of this organization, and Joan Allen just screws all of it up. She ruins everything. She ruins the organization, and Jason Bourne, before she ruins it, he gets to go to Dr. Albert and he gets to tell him why. And I will not spoil why he did it. Why is Doug Weeman, Jason Bourne, why is he Jason Bourne? I will not spoil that, but I love the ending scene where Edgar Ramirez doesn't shoot him, and Jason Bourne jumps off the roof, and you hear a gunshot, and he lands in the water, and it shows the news report of all the aftermath, the organization being shut down, and all of a sudden in the report it says, 3 days gone by, and no body of Jason Bourne's been found. I love when the music turns on, and Nikki's like smiling at the TV. It's like a news report, and then it shows Jason Bourne wake up in the water and start swimming away. And that is how you end a trilogy. And that's why it should have been the last one. Now, I am fine with the new Jason Bourne, as long as they can give me a great reason of why he's coming back. Like, that is something I'm really worried about the 5th Jason Bourne movie. Why is he coming back? For some reason, I feel like it's going to be another organization or something like that. I just feel like that's such a rehash. Like, they did that with the 2nd movie. So, we will see next week. But The Bourne Ultimatum, in my opinion, is a perfect movie. It's exhilarating, it's fun, it's action. The ending's really emotional when he finds out why he's Jason Bourne. It is an awesome movie. It's exhilarating, got great acting, great directing by Paul Greengrass. In my opinion, it's just a perfect movie, and it's my favorite one in the trilogy, and then Identity's behind it, and then Supremacy. And that's why I'm going to give this movie a big, happy A+. Yes, The Bourne Ultimatum is one of my favorites of my childhood, and I can't wait for Jason Bourne. We're literally 1 week away. Now tomorrow, I am really busy. I am actually leaving town on Monday through Friday, so my Jason Bourne review will actually be a day late. Yeah, it really sucks, but I know I'm out of town. I'm going to Daytona Beach all next week, so I will not be able to review Jason Bourne on that Thursday night or Friday. When I get back on Saturday, I will definitely see it and Bad Moms. But tomorrow, I will try to get enough time to watch and review The Bourne Legacy. If I don't get to, it's okay, because The Bourne Legacy is completely not part of this trilogy, and I just don't feel like it... most likely I will review it. So anyway guys, if you guys enjoy this review, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!